See, Oscar Mike's ult is good on its own, but when you get that space laser in combination with a boss, it just destroys. A bit like that. I don't know if that's just because we're on normal difficulty and there's only 2 of us that he was so squishy this time around, but we fucking wrecked him. Oh, and we got another gauntlet. I just got one of those like a few minutes ago. I've been saving all of my legendaries before I selling them off, but like my inventory is almost all legendaries now. It's a bit much. I'm not one of those people who uses all legendaries because that's super stupid to do. Because that just like destroys your fucking shard economy. Okay. Do this parkouring. And by parkour I mean gradually falling and jumping from platform to platform. You know, the hard shit. Actually, I was just gonna do that in the run, but we'll grab these while we're at it. Oh, and now Arendi decides to join us. And that's the way the fucking cookie crumbles. That's how we get through there. Flawless execution. Oh. Less than flawless execution. Oh, and she died up there, so I can't do shit. Whoops. Also, Arendi is a terrible hero. Yeah, I'll take the smaller area because we only have like 1 or 2 more arenas we have to get through, and beyond that, it's mostly bosses on this mission, so I think it might be the tactical choice to take the significant damage increase at the cost of area. Although maybe then I shouldn't have... If I planned ahead, I wouldn't have taken the incendiary grenades, the napalm or whatever, because that's kind of a waste with the whole small area. Because the whole point of it is it's supposed to be cover as much area as possible to be an area denial tool. I'm just gonna signal them to go ahead, because we don't need to kill these people. Or guardians, or what the fuck ever. Azanti Guardians, which, fun fact, they're skeletons. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that, because that's a spoiler for Kelvin. Kelvin spoilers ahead. The Azanti Guardians skeletons are the frame of Kelvin. Kelvin would not exist without those. Well, he would exist, but he wouldn't have a physical form. Because he couldn't bond to metal or anything. It's a whole lore thing. See, my problem with doing the lore videos is it makes me and Battleborn like me and Batman, in that I just have so much useless fucking knowledge about fictional topics. Where, like, I know a lot about Batman, and that will never ever be useful in my life. Or, like, I know a lot about the Eldred, or the Rogues, and how they work. But that will never be useful in my life, except for maybe YouTube. Maybe YouTube they might be useful. Except I've been tempted to pick up the new Batman game by Telltale, but at the same time, I'm tired of Telltale games. Or should I say Telltale game, because they've made the same game over and over with just slight reskins. Which is a shame, because like they have some great properties, and like while the format is cool and works in some, it just feels like it almost feels like an asset flip at this point, where they're just like, okay, we're gonna cash in on this. Which is a shame, because the first Walking Dead game, when they announced it, was like, oh, holy shit. It's a comic-based game that takes the art style, and has the hard decisions and interpersonal relationships that matter in the series. And it was fucking rad. It was hard to make decisions, and yeah. And then they did... I think The Wolf Among Us was next, which is cool because I really like Fables. They're a great comic, too. And then it just, like... It's so saturated, because then they made fucking Minecraft the game, which, like, I have mixed feelings about Minecraft as a thing. Like, good for it for existing. I played it in the beta, actually in the alpha even. I think like a month before the alpha ended, I picked it up. But I played it before with a friend. Friend's account too. But like, I played the shit out of it at before even launch. And just like as it got to 1.0, I just like lost interest. It's almost like, and I've been thinking about making a video about it, is about how Minecraft kind of, I guess, screwed itself by losing its identity. Because it definitely had DC film syndrome, where it wasn't sure what it wanted to be. Because on one hand, it wanted to be this whole creative, you know, do whatever you want. But like the whole broken-ass food meter was just like a shitty addition that I don't think anyone really wanted, except for unless you wanted to mod it in. Which, like, I digress. I have mixed feelings. But at the same time, like, occasionally now and then I'll reinstall it and, like, build some shit for a little bit, but it definitely feels like I'm trying to, like, find the old days with it, but yeah. But yeah, speaking of DC films, I just finally saw Suicide Squad, and like, I 100% get why critics hated it, because it's kind of a garbage movie, but it's one of those garbage movies that's at least fun to watch, because like, aesthetically, it is a beautiful fucking movie. Plot-wise, it's garbage, and the dialogue is some of the worst I think I've seen in a long time. The villain legitimately says, "Join me or die." Unironically. And I actually had to facepalm in the theater. It was just that bad. Like, it's, so much of the dialogue is so cringeworthy. And, like, good on the actors, because they fucking killed it and delivered it in a way that was less cringeworthy. And, like, Jared Leto, I was expecting to fucking hate, because I love the Joker a lot. He's an amazing villain. And I was afraid that Jared Leto was gonna butcher it. And I mean, he wasn't awful, but the thing is, like, he wasn't great. I feel like part of the problem is that he was on screen for, like, a total of, like, 10, 12 minutes. So there's not really, like, a lot to go off of. Like, it's just kind of like that Joker exists. And it's kind of, like, I don't know. I felt mixed about Harley, too, which is, like, a lot of people are fucking loving Margot Robbie. And it wasn't like she was bad. I just feel like the writing didn't give her a lot to work with. But, like, and that goes back to the writing versus the actors, because I feel like the actors all fucking killed it. And made the best out of some pretty meh, at best, writing. Because, like, the first half of the movie is so good, and then it just kind of becomes, like, another dull action superhero movie. Because at the beginning, you see, like, their backstories, their motivations, and all that. You get a Batman cameo, you get a fucking Flash cameo, you find out who the villain is. But, like, that's something I really liked about the movie, too, is that I went in blind, which is something I haven't done with a superhero movie, and, like, I don't think I ever have with a superhero movie. Because part of my problem is that I know a lot about superheroes, and even when I don't, I'll, like, look into it before I go see it. With Suicide Squad, I know a minimal about the Suicide Squad franchise as a whole. I just know it's a lot of C and D-list villains, and on average, at least someone dies. Maybe two. I know a little bit more about a few of the individuals, like Deadshot, everyone knows. Harley Quinn, everyone knows. But, like, I knew less about Killer Croc. Like, I know a little about him because I'm a big Batman fan, so, like, I know his whole deal, his skin disease, cannibal, living in the sewers, different takes on him. But I, like, didn't know a lot about him, and to be fair, the movie didn't really flesh him out that much. He's definitely a supporting character in the movie, but, like, or Captain Boomerang, who's, like, the lamest sounding villain ever, but I fucking loved him in Suicide Squad. There's a scene where it's supposed to be the sentimental turning point of the movie, where the villains are free to go, and so the good guy's like, "You're free to go," and the rest of them are just sitting there, and Captain Boomerang just grabs all of his shit and bolts the fuck out of the bar. And I died. That was the fucking best. And that's the thing, is when the movie delivers, it delivers really well, but there's a lot of it not delivering as well. Oh shit, it's gonna do the shard thing. Earlier today, I saw Pendles jump on the platform, greedy to get the shards, and, he died. when the platform went down while he was still on it. Pendles is a character who, like, I'm super critical of other Pendles players because I mastered him. Same with Alani. Him and Alani I actually mastered earlier today, which is fucking awesome. But, like, so many people just don't know how to play Pendles. And I don't know why, because, like, even I'm good with him in PvP. Which means that he's, like, a pretty great character. Or maybe he's just the right fit for me, but, like, I see a lot of people doing really badly as fucking Pendles. Which I don't know why, because like I said, he's like super simple to play. Maybe it's like me in the Alani video I made where I'm talking about how Alani might be the best character and is good for beginners. I think that was actually the first video I made when I made my kind of comeback resurgence thing. So it's somewhat older now, but maybe, and everyone doesn't feel the same about characters, and I think it all comes down to personal preference and playstyle. But then again, that's still weird, because I'm like not a huge fan of stealth in general, ever. And I'm not even level 10 yet.
Get ready.
Neither of us are. I don't know why, but I guess I won't be able to do my laser. That makes me sad. I want to do lasers, because lasers are the fucking best. And shield down. Oh, fuck, of course. I missed it as soon as he puts his shield down. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna airstrike this fucker. I just wanted my laser, but I guess we're not gonna get it today. R.I.P. Ancient Azanti Guardian. You are an artifact that outdates the Eldred by thousands of years, and now you are dead. Because Oscar Mike shot you in the chest with bullets a lot. That'll do it for right now. I'll talk to you guys again in just a second. Thanks for watching.